Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to another computer science lecture for 9618 AS level. And we were discussing section number 4, processor fundamentals. And today we are going to continue with section 4.3, that is bit manipulation. The first thing we discuss in bit manipulation is known as binary shift. Binary numbers can be multiplied or divided by shifting them towards the right or left. You would have studied this in your O levels as well. But there are other types of shifts as well apart from the logical shift which you have studied in your O levels. The first type of shift is known as logical shift, and it means that 0 replaces the vacated bit positions whether you are shifting them towards the left or towards the right. There are two types of logical shift: the shift left, which is written as LSL, and then hashtag some number. Bits are shifted to the left to be multiplied by these many numbers. To multiply by 4, all digits shifted 2 places to the left, so it would be written something like SLSL, hashtag, that would be something like LSL, then hashtag 2. That means shift all the places, all the bits in the binary sequence 2 places towards the left, so that they are multiplied by 4. Then we have the shift right shift, logical shift right, LSR, hashtag n. Bits are shifted to the right to be divided. To divide by 4, all digits shifted 2 places to the right. Here is a diagram to make you understand. This was a binary number 10110011. This is the least significant bit. The most right bit is known as least significant, and the most left bit is known as most significant bit. When you perform a left logical shift, the most significant bit is discarded. And this one is discarded. This one comes over here. This comes over here. This comes over here. This comes over here. Here, and the empty place is filled with a 0. Similarly, if you are doing a right logical shift, then the least significant bit is discarded. It goes outside. This one, the second bit becomes the first, the third becomes second, and so on. And at the last position, at the most significant bit position, we add a 0 at the vacant position. This is rather easy and same as what you have already studied in your O levels. Then we have something that is known as arithmetic shift. It is used to carry out multiplication and division of signed integers represented by bits in the accumulator by ensuring that the sign bit, which is normally the most significant bit, is the same after the shift. Basically, if you are dealing with negative numbers or 2's complement format, if you are multiplying or dividing a number, a negative number especially, or a positive number, then obviously you would want the result to retain its signed value. If a negative number, for example negative 4, is being multiplied by 2, obviously you would want it to be negative 8 as the answer. The negative should be retained. For doing that, logical shift left or right is not very accurate for doing these things. However, we have another method of shifting the bits, which is known as arithmetic shift. Again, it is of two types: left arithmetic shift and right arithmetic shift. What the left arithmetic shift does, left arithmetic shift of one position moves each bit to the left by 1, and the vacant least significant bit is filled with 0, and the most significant bit is discarded. It is very much identical to the left logical shift. A right arithmetic shift of one position moves each bit to the right by 1. The least significant bit is discarded, and the vacant most significant bit, or the vacant leftmost bit, is filled with the value of the previous bit. As you can see, the left arithmetic shift is the same as left logical shift. Every bit is moved one place to the right, and the leftmost bit is discarded. and whatever is the um, number of vacant positions over here on the right hand side, they are filled with zeros. However, if you are talking about a right arithmetic shift, then the most significant bit is copied right down and the rest of the bits are shifted one place to the left, to the right, sorry. Usually in right arithmetic shift we don't need to fill in extra zeros unless and until you are shifting two or more than two places at the same time. Only then you will fill zeros over here, as this one would be. So basically in the right arithmetic shift, most significant bit is copied into two places. It is sent down in its original position, like the leftmost bit, as well as it is copied one place ahead. If this was a right arithmetic shift of two places, it would have been copied here and it would have been copied over here, and this bit would have been filled with 0. The third type of shift is known as cyclic shift. The bit that is removed from one end by the shift is added to the other end. Again, if you have left circular shift or cyclic shift, the most significant bit is placed in place of the least significant bit, and every other bit starting from the least significant bit is moved one place to the left. If you are talking about right circular shift or right cyclic shift, the least significant bit becomes the most significant bit, and all the other bits are moved one place towards the right hand side. Then we have bit manipulation. In monitoring and control systems, each bit in a register or memory location can be used as a flag and would need to be tested, set, or cleared separately. For example, a control system with 8 different sensors would need to record when the data from each sensor had been processed. This could be shown using 8 different bits in the same memory location. However, all of those 8 bits each would represent a different value or a different sensor, so all of those 8 bits would be used as a flag for each of the relevant sensors. If any of the sensor has picked some data, it would be represented as 1. That specific bit would be represented as 1. For those sensors which have not picked up any data, the bit would remain at 0. Now when we are talking about bit manipulation, we use the AND operation to check if a bit has been set, OR operation to set up the value of a bit, and XOR operation to clear a bit that has been set. Bit masking. Each bit can represent an individual flag. Therefore, by altering the bits, flags can be operated upon individually. Bit manipulation operations. We have masking, an operation that defines which bit you want to keep and which bit you want to clear. Masking to 1 means using an OR operation so that you set a bit. Masking to 0 means using an AND operation with a 0 in order to check whether the bit has been set or not. Matching or comparing, an operation that allows the accumulator to compare the value it contains to the given value in order to change the state of status register. Testing 1 or more bits. Mask the content of register with a mask pattern which has 0 in the mask out position and 1 in the retain position. Basically, when you are testing a bit, then the bit you are testing for, in its position you write a 1, whereas in the others you write a 0 to check, and then you perform a compare operation by using the CMP command or by checking the pattern to make sure that the bit you are testing for is on or not. Checking the pattern. Using AND operation to mask bits and obtain resultant. Now subtract matching bit pattern from resultant. The final non-zero result confirms the patterns are not the same, else if they are 0, the result is 0, that means the pattern is same. For example, An example table displays different bit masking operation. In these code fragments, there are three. In these code fragments, the three least significant bits, position 0, 1, and 2 of the byte, are used as flag. The following illustrates the settings of all bits to 0, which might be used when the system is switched on. LDD 0034 or LDD0034, that means load a byte into the accumulator from an address which is stored, the address is 0034, and hashtag B 00000000. This means that whatever value was loaded into the accumulator, perform an AND operation with it using this binary number. And basically using an AND operation means all the bits would convert to 0. STO0034 store the altered byte in the original address. Like right now in this address, whatever was previous value has been discarded and now all the bits are at 0. Then now we have a XOR operation. LDD0034, load a byte to the accumulator from this address, then use a XOR operation, a bitwise XOR operation, to convert. Basically what would happen, to toggle the value of the bits stored in position 0. Every 0 would become a 1 and a 1 would become a 0. Then store the altered byte in the original address. Lastly, we have the OR operation, and when we perform the bitwise OR operation, the contents of the accumulator and this operand, when we apply an OR operation, bitwise OR operation, that means that we would set the value at 1, at 0, 1, 2, the third bit or the second position. All other bit positions remain unchanged because all of them are 0. Then 0 plus anything remains either a 1 or a 0. However, this bit would definitely be changed to 1 regardless of whether it was previously 1 or it was a 0. All the other bits would remain unchanged. Then we would store the altered bit at the original memory location. Lastly, we have this operation. The following illustrates setting all bits to 0 except one bit which is of interest. Like you want to retain this value of second bit and you want to set all others to 0. Following this operation, a comparison can be made with a binary value to check if the bit is set or not. In this example, the value would be compared to the binary equivalent of denary 2 because the second bit holds the place value of 2. So you are going to load a byte from this address, then you are going to perform an AND operation, a bitwise AND operation with this binary number where the second bit is on, all the others are off. That would mean that only this bit would contain a changed value. This would have an unaltered value, all the other bits would have a value of 0. Use a bitwise AND operation of the content of the accumulator with the operand to leave the value in position 1. This is first position, this is 0 position, this is first position, or the second bit unchanged, but all the others would be converted to 0. Then we store the altered byte in the original position. And that's absolutely everything you need to know in bit manipulation for section 4.3. Now all you need to do is solve a lot of past paper questions for section 4.3, so you grasp the idea of how actually to apply this information in your exams. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them below. I'll definitely get back to you. I'll see you guys in the next lecture. This concludes our section number 4. Inshallah, we'll be starting section number 5 in our next lecture. So I'll see you guys then. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel and share my lectures with your friends as well. If you want a hard copy of these notes as well as topical past papers for AS, you can order them by using the link below. I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.